Turning now to the coronavirus vaccine. The White House conceded today the United States will not meet President Biden's latest vaccination goal.
He originally wanted 70% of American adults to have at least one shot by the 4th of July. Here in Florida, nearly 64% of the state's population age 30 and up is vaccinated. That's about 9.2 million people.
The Biden administration insists America has made incredible progress, even with more cases of a COVID-19 variant spreading.
And Tarek is joining us now after talking with a local health expert about the progress report from the White House. Tarek?
Well, the White House COVID-19 response, their task force, they announced monumental progress in the push to get seniors vaccinated, ages 65 and older. But health experts say vaccination rates for Americans ages 18 to 26 years old, well, that continues to move at a slow crawl.
The virus is in retreat in communities across the country. We are entering a summer of joy.
An optimistic outlook for Americans, according to White House COVID-19 response team members who announced the latest milestones in their meeting today. 87% of America's seniors have had at least one COVID-19 shot, and 80% of people 65 and older are fully vaccinated. 75% of people 40 years and older have received one shot, and 70% of adults 30 and older have received at least one shot. The age group, however, that's not meeting the administration's expectations are younger adults, the age group affected most by the Delta variant of COVID-19.
Where the country has more work to do is particularly with 18 to 26-year-olds. The reality is many younger Americans have felt like COVID-19 is not something that impacts them, and they've been less eager to get the shot.
Health experts say early indications are that the Delta variant acts the same as other variants. Kids and teenagers tend to be asymptomatic carriers. We asked UF Health's Director of Infection Prevention, Chad Nielsen, how the virus is spreading locally.
What we are seeing is that these teens and kids in general that are out there are starting to spread this virus as they start to resume summer activities, and some school events are going on. Camps are starting to go on. And so they're not vaccinated. And also you're seeing less PPE usage in public. So mask wearing has gone down.
Nielsen says vaccination rates have flatlined across the United States, especially in the Deep South and the states of Louisiana, Georgia, and Mississippi.
At this point, really a frustration level amongst public health professionals because there's not much more we can do to educate or to turn people's opinions. They have to do it themselves.
While the 4th of July goal of getting 70% of all adults at least partially vaccinated by July the 4th will not be met likely, White House officials say they hope to reach this milestone by the middle or the end of July instead.